Jacob Burton here from StellaCulinary.com, and in this video, I want to talk to you about a very common gelling agent, gelatin, and how you use it, and a little bit of the science behind how gelatin is used. And to kick off our discussion, we first need to talk about the various types of gelatin that you'll find, and the most common forms gelatin will come in are sheets or powder. Now, gelatin sheets themselves are more commonly found in the professional kitchen. So if you're a professional chef or you're a professional cook, you're going to be more apt to use this versus powder, which is more commonly found in supermarkets. But with the growing trend of high-end professional chefs publishing their recipes as is from their restaurants in their cookbooks, you're going to see more and more recipes call for sheets. So even if you're not a professional cook, it's kind of important to understand sheets versus powder. Now, the subject of sheets can be a little bit confusing because there are various grades of sheets. Now, the 4 grades of sheets are going to be bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. And what makes this slightly confusing is the fact that these are rated based upon what's called bloom strength, meaning their ability to actually set a gel. So bronze itself has a bloom strength of about 125 to 155 versus silver, a bloom strength of 160. Gold has a bloom strength of 190 to about 220, with platinum coming in 235 to 265. And so don't get too concerned about bloom strength right now, because I know what you're thinking. Oh, great, Jacob. So now I got to memorize all these bloom strengths. I'm sure you're going to give me some super geeky formula to figure out a conversion of bloom strength between silver and platinum or gold and bronze. So, you know, a recipe calls for silver, but I only have bronze sheets. So what am I to do? Well, the nice thing about this is because, so bloom strength literally means that this hat will set a firmer gel by weight. Okay, so platinum with a higher bloom strength is going to set a firmer gel in the same use ratio as silver and gold. But this is also accounted for by the weighting of the sheets. So each of these sheets are weighted differently. The bronze sheet weighs about 3.3 grams versus the silver sheet, which weighs about 2.6 grams. The gold is going to weigh about 2 grams, and the platinum is going to weigh about 1.7 grams. So as you can see, even though these have various bloom strengths, a single sheet of gelatin, whether it's bronze, silver, gold, or platinum, is going to have about the exact same gelatin strength, or the gelling strength, because their weight is scaled appropriately. Now, powder doesn't have a direct correlation to the sheets, but your basic use percentage for gelatin in general is about 0.6% on the low side to about 1.7% on the high side. So whether you're using sheets or you're using powder, you can basically take the liquid that you want to gel and you weigh out your gelatin based upon that weight of that liquid, multiplying the weight of that liquid by 0.6% all the way up to 1.7%. So let's say I want to be right smack dab in the middle, okay? I have a liquid that I want to gel, and I have 1,000 grams of this liquid. So I'm going to multiply that by 0.01 or 1%, and that's going to give me 10 grams. And that's going to be a 1% ratio of gelatin to my 1,000 grams of liquid. So as you can see, that's kind of right smack dab in the middle of the 0.6 to 1.7% use ratio commonly used when using gelatin to set any liquid. And again, powder and sheets don't have a direct correlation, but whether you're using powder or sheets, you can start at about 1%, see how that gel comes out, and then scale back or scale up accordingly.